Let me teach you how to vibe. Let me teach you how to vibe. Let me teach you how to vibe.
Yo, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Like, listen, my bad. We had to reset. As soon as I went live, Facebook said no. So we're going to go to y'all last. Yo, shout out to everybody watching on the red. If you on YouTube, like, comment, share, tap into the daily podcast. Vertical coming soon. I got a new setup for that. If you're watching on the purple, Amazon Prime, you can sub to the Twitch once a month for free. $99. It costs you nothing. If you don't use it on me, use it on another content creator on Twitch. If you're watching on the green, no ads. Use up to 50 emotes free. Just be a follower to the channel. Don't even have to be a sub. And if you're watching on Facebook, appreciate y'all coming back because we had to restart. Facebook crash. KT2 to GOAT, William D, Evan P, Nevin, Suave, ATL, Cam was always first. CCB in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like, share, comment, tap in on the daily content. Appreciate y'all for being here. It's a Friday night. Is everybody locked in? Everybody having a good night? Q, Nano, CP from 3. Appreciate y'all tapped in, man. Hey, listen. I know Cam said #1 anti-cowboy on the platform. I am the most unbiased content creator that's on the face of this earth. I do not pick sides. I do not have favorites. But I am Team Sherman. And let me tell y'all why. Reason why I'm Team Sherman, because we all said Dallas, talent-wise, fleeced the Steelers in getting George Pickens, who's outplayed DK Metcalf on a $150 million contract. And George Pickens has been one of the top receivers in the league, no doubt. I told everybody, Titan fan, I even made a video. Titan fans, stop looking for George Pickens. He's going to go re-sign with the Cowboys. They're going to franchise tag him. He's going to get $30 million next year to play football. And they'll work a deal out, or he'll be on a contender. Right now, we're not a contender, and we shouldn't be looking to sign $40 million wide receivers, especially $40 million wide receivers who haven't been extended and signed to a long contract, not because of talent, because of personality, which is an important thing.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Not just for a star player, a star athlete to get paid the value of what they're worth in the market at the position they play, but when you pay a receiver 25, 30, 35, $40 million a year, you're paying them to say some years you're going to get double teamed. Some years people are going to game plan to stop you. Some years your slot receiver or your quarterback or your offensive line may hinder you from getting better statistics. The game might be harder for you. You're being paid the biggest contract so that when you look around in the wide receiver room and there's CeeDee Lamb and Turpin and some of your young guys and guys that you bring in through the draft and free agency, to look at you as the benchmark of not only play on the field, but off the field and leadership wise. Like, you paying Myles Garrett to be the example for the franchise in the way he carries himself, the way he works, that every lineman that comes on the Browns is going to model themselves after what Myles Garrett does. The problem with George Pickens is some people think he's more talented than CeeDee Lamb right now. even with all this. But CeeDee Lamb has been getting double since Amari Cooper left. And CeeDee Lamb has not been a distraction to his team. And CeeDee Lamb goes out and balls, whether he's double teamed or not, and play through injury, and play when things aren't going good as well as when things are going good. And, you know, to be honest, it seems as if when he's getting the ball and they're winning, George Pickens can be overlooked. But like Cam Ward said the other day, winning makes you overlook things. When you lose, people expose everything about you. And for him to crash out like that on social media because Richard Sherman was critical of him, I'm going to tell you why I got a problem, or why it bothers me when athletes do this. The same way Jerry Jeudy crashed out with Steve Smith and they wanted him out of Denver, even though he was their best receiver. In the way that he was showcasing himself to Shador when he felt like the ball should have been here when it was here. You never seen him do that with Flacco. You never seen him do it with Gabriel. You never seen him do it with Kenny Pickett. You do it with nobody else. You got Shador there, so you feel like you can do that. George Pickens crashed out like that on Richard Sherman. Now, if this is Rex Ryan, if this is Orlovsky, if this is Skip Bayless, anybody else in the media, you don't crash out like that. You just crashed out because it's Richard Sherman and the person looks like you. So with that being said, as good as a player that George Pickens is, if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I sign him to a franchise tag and I string them along while they're on their Super Bowl run window that they have, because Dak Prescott's the highest paid QB in the league. I let him finish this season. I talk to him. I'll let him play on a franchise tag next year. And then when next season's over, the Dallas Cowboys got 2 first-round picks in this upcoming draft. I replace him via the draft and I let him walk. I don't mind paying CeeDee Lamb $38 million. But I'm not going to give George Pickens $40 million.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
And I can't say if CeeDee Lamb didn't play for a whole season, I would be comfortable letting George Pickens be the leader of my wide receiver room. I don't think you have to worry about that with Jay Jettis if he is the leader of your wide receiver room, or Tay Adams. We can just go through the league. In certain situations, if I'm the Cowboys, I use his talent for the maximum of what I can get for it for these next 2 years, this year and next year, and I draft his replacement. I just don't. So it's like, you know, Schottenheimer has, I think he said he's going to have a conversation with Pickens, you know, tweet and delete, but just crashing out because somebody's critical of, it's a big time game, your season on the line. You're going to be getting paid $30 million plus in this upcoming season. And you got a second chance to prove why you're one of the top receivers in the league and why somebody should give you a mega deal. And as great as he's been playing this year, for him to go crash out because the routes was sloppy. It seemed like it was a lack of effort and focus. And it just goes back to show that sometimes, like, you know, a player just is what a player is. And from the Steelers part, we all felt like, you know, value-wise, they got fleeced. They may have been just happy to get him out of the locker room to say, you know what? Regardless of whatever happens, this ain't the guy who we want to be the leader in the locker room for the next 4 years at wide receiver. And that's the truth, because you know you never want your best players to be, you know, distractions to your football team. And when you look at the Dallas Cowboys, if you thought about who would be the first distraction to the team, probably can be George Pickens. You see what I'm saying? Like you got double team for one game. The rest of the season, CeeDee Lamb's been drawing the number ones in the double team, and you've been able to work one-on-one. Well, that's what being a leader is. Like, sometimes you got to be unselfish and run clear out post routes and let that slot receiver or the tight end come open underneath, Sometimes you might not get the targets because teams game plan to take you away, and giving up on routes and cutting routes short and not fighting for the football last night is what it looked like. But y'all Cowboy fans, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. If I was looking at something different than what y'all was looking at, I could be in bizarro world. I got no dog in this fight. Y'all could let me know. Did y'all see something different, or y'all see what I seen is sometimes if you're a star athlete, people are going to be critical of you if you're in a contract year and you got traded from a team because they didn't trust your personality. And how long do we make it before it's starting to become an issue again? How long do we make it? Because the Cowboys got 2 first-round picks next year, and it's a lot of good receivers in the draft. Cowboys could say, you know what?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
We're going to move on from George Pickens, and we're going to move on from Trevon Diggs. And Cowboys might go draft Jeremiah Love with their mid-round, first-round pick and turn around and draft KC Concepcion or Denzel Boston or Chris Bell or any other top guys that are going to be first round picks. I mean, they could do that and say, you know what, we'd rather do that than spend, $40 million a year to not know if we got to crash out at receiver or not. Because sometimes when players get mad at the media, like, that's what being a superstar or a leader of a team means, that you're going to have to answer tough questions in the locker room, and people are on SportsCenter and ESPN is going to talk about you after the game. That's what they get paid to do, to be critical of who and what you are. And it comes with the territory, because I thought what Richard Sherman said was spot on. And then, for the people that, get sensitive about it and, well, who is Richard Sherman? All right, just tell me y'all don't know ball, man. Just tell me y'all don't know ball. Because if it had been playoff time, I ain't gonna lie. Dallas Cowboys would play the Legion of Boom. I think Sherman in his prime will put George Pickens in a Snuggie. I think he would have put him in a seatbelt. Because he was getting locked up by some backup cornerback. Terrion Arnold, Brian Branch, them Bama boys, they wasn't playing last night. There was a lot of backups out there for Detroit. He wasn't winning. He wasn't winning, so I don't know, if Cam Chancellor and Richard Sherman was to bracket you, I don't think he'd see the football. I don't think he'd be going across the middle with Earl back there. So to my Cowboy faithful, not anti-Cowboy, it just happened to be the conversation of the day, and I just thought, like, I hate when people crash out when the person look like them, but it's like you skip past like every other news media outlet is saying the same thing. All right. There's the first order of business in Shop Talk. Don't look like none of the Cowboys faithful have anything to say, because they know we might be undefeated in the shop if we was gonna have this back and forth. All right, second order of the day: 0-star movie recap. If any of y'all tapped in late night last night, we watched Cam Ward's 0-star documentary series on Tubi. You can check it out for free. Really good series. It's a lot of stuff that I learned in that movie that I didn't even know about Cam Ward, and I feel like you got to really understand who Cam Ward is and how he's wired. I ain't gonna lie. After watching that part last night, man, if the Tennessee Titans rolled out and snuck out a couple of wins and didn't get the first overall pick, based on watching that movie, I wouldn't even care because Cam Ward just wants to win, and he's a person that's defied all odds. Like, I didn't know that he was a wing T quarterback. My younger brother was a wing T quarterback, and that was interesting to watch. Them run that wing T offense and go from running wing T to incarnate Ward to Washington State to Miami to being the first overall pick as a 0-star recruit, and just his he's fitting. He's a perfect fit for the Titans because when I seen that he could have went to any schools and he chose to stay loyal and go the hard way, you know, like all the people that was after him, for him to always like try to choose his own path. I feel like he's a perfect fit for the Tennessee Titans, and his mind is built on winning. And I just really I really like his work ethic and just being able to see his like family dynamic of how he was built up, you know, and how he was raised. Like I really want this kid to turn this franchise, and he's gonna need a lot of help because a lot of people want him to just be this plug and play, change the whole entire culture in Nashville, and that's impossible. That's something that that's easier said than done, and nobody has done it in recent memory. But big time matchup against Shedeur Sanders this Sunday, because a lot of people are going to try to hang this game, the value of this game, way more so than a lot of the other games, fair or unfair. It come with the territory. I really hope that both of them play well tomorrow. I'm a Shedeur fan as well. Like I've been on the record saying if we would have traded back and took Shedeur with extra picks and I would have been fine with that, and that we got Cam Ward, I'm happy. I feel like he's the right fit for what they need to do. I hope that Mike Bergonzi and Amy Adams-Strunk and Chad Brinker really are careful with this these next couple of years in Nashville, and don't ruin this crazy story of the 0-star recruit that could win against all odds and still get to Tennessee Titans and it just be a dumpster fire around him and take the spirit away from somebody that, you know, from watching their story as an unbreakable person. So I love to see Cam and Shedeur have really good games Sunday. I really would, because a lot of people is banking
Let
on
me teach you how
the
to
downfall of
vibe.
Shedeur, and a lot of people is banking on the downfall of Cam Ward. And I don't know if you haven't seen the show. If you go watch
Let me
that
teach you how to
documentary,
vibe.
I don't know how a person could not like Cam Ward after watching the documentary. I guess, you know, it would be hard for me to believe that. But, you know, if the Tennessee Titans won a couple of games down the stretch and didn't get the first overall pick, I wouldn't even be mad after watching that show, because, you know, you attach the human element to it, and you get a different feel after seeing some of the things that you got to see. So Titans Browns Sunday, Alabama Georgia Saturday at 3. Some really good football. I'm excited about it. You know, we're gonna be shop talking soon as the conclusion of Cam and Shedeur, because really want to break it down, because there's so many people that want those two to fail, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I think Cam Ward is the guy, and you know, some of my friends actually hit me up. My IRL friends hit me up and was in the group chat asking, do I think Cam Ward is the guy, and what do I think the Tennessee Titans need to do to to put enough around him, because I think everybody that knows football for real, that's not just trolling, look at the Tennessee Titans and say, man, y'all got to put enough around Cam to where he'll have at least a fighting chance to succeed. And he said, what does 0 star mean to you? F it, we ball. Yeah, that was fire. So this is my game plan of what I would do if I was the Tennessee Titans. If I was the Tennessee Titans, because I've done it, and I looked through my videos and I realized I didn't never do like a real true like solid breakdown of how I would rebuild. It's not putting duct tape on the side of the Titanic. It's not trying to fix everything in one off season. It would clearly be a 2-year rebuild. And this is how I would do it. If y'all not following my Facebook, if you follow the Facebook, you've seen this post I had today for a 2-year rebuild, which was signing Tyler Linderbaum, center. I don't know if the Ravens will have the money to re-sign him. If they don't, the Tennessee Titans should be all over. 2-time Pro Bowler already, coming into his prime. Lloyd Cushenberry out again this week with a foot injury coming from an Achilles. Corey Levin, if they're not missing a beat from Corey Levin to Cush, you know, this might be a situation where you go out and get the free agent center. You try to go after Breece Hall at running back. Tony Pollard is gone. Ridley is gone. Snead is gone. And you re-sign Jahad Ward, Corey Levin, SJD, Elam. If he plays well these last 5 weeks, he didn't get a chance to get on the field last week. He hadn't been there long enough, but I think they should slap him out there. I don't see why. Baker Jr., who's been the best of the backup defensive backs at corner, and Udo, because he can swing, him and Crenshaw Dixon, that gives you some depth behind it. You don't have to run out trying to fight for depth. And then if you could move Dan Moore Jr., Cushenberry, or Levis, even if you got to eat a little contract on Moore or Cush, if you could get anything back for those two guys, I would. And when Levis comes back healthy, you should be able to get good value on a draft pick. He's the first pick in the second round 3 years ago. And then I would try to extend Skoronski and Jeff Simmons, because they are the staples of what you want to do up front. And then I went through a mock draft of a trade back, similar to the Panthers Bears trade, without getting a player, because the Bears got this and a player, 1,000-yard receiver in DJ Moore. But if I traded back, Arvell Reese obviously would slide into the edge opposite of Femi in year 2. My second pick that I had taken in that first round would be a little controversial, but I would have taken Caden Proctor. And my reason being is if I could find a partner like we did with Dennis Daly and some of those guys that were way worse, that we was able to move. Just go young, just go full youth movement. You have a center guard triangle where you have this left side of your line should be able to run the football left. You put Jackson Slater in at right guard, because you got some veteran right guards that could come in. And then JC Latham, year 3, second year back at right tackle, fully healthy, no hip injury. I think you should be fine with having solid depth behind that. My next pick, Denzel Boston, physical outside receiver, would be my number 1. Chris Johnson from San Diego State. Looked at a lot of defensive backs. I really like his tape. He would be in. I would match him up with Baker Jr., and that would be my left side of my cornerback. Brazel from UT would be my second receiver, moving A.O. Monitor to the 4, Chimdike in the slot, and then I'd have Restrepo as my 5th receiver. I'd try to keep James Prochet as my practice squad guy as my 6th receiver. And then in the late rounds, if I found some undrafted free agent, I'd be working my practice squad that way. I'd clear it out. This is the time to clear it out. Everett from Georgia and Perkins Jr. from LSU. That corner I would match up Georgia's best corner with Elam and Micah Robinson. And I just have a dogfighting camp with my outside corners because Marcus Harris is going to be your nickel corner. That would give us a much deeper room. I don't think that Tariq Woolen or Alontae Taylor, any of the big name corners coming out, will come into a rebuild. Even if it's more money, I think they go to a contender for their second contract.
Let me teach
and
you
take
how
a
to
little less
vibe.
money for a better situation. I think the core of this team needs to be built through the draft. Now, if you have a first round talent like Elam, that's a rotational guy, a guy that may start day one, but you already got guys behind that you want to take over those spots, I think that's the best case because you don't have to spend a lot of money. And it's not a long-term deal you be tying into. Perkins Jr. will be playing behind Cody Barton. LSU linebacker. Guys is good all around. Eli Stowers, tight end. I may have dropped a video this morning about what I think would happen with Chig. I do think that they should try to offer him an extension, a team-friendly extension early. And if he takes himself to the market, I don't have no problem with Chig going out and testing the waters and getting more money in a different situation because Gunnar Helm is probably going to be tight end 1 next year regardless. I'd love to see some loyalty in them, at least offer to extend him early before we get to the offseason. But if that doesn't happen, then you talk about putting Eli Stowers in at that move tight end position, and with DMR still being in the contract the next year. And then Raleek Brown, running back, Arizona State. Mix that with Breece Hall. Tajay's on his last year. And then you got Khalil Mullins. I like to see what we got in him, but I don't know just yet. That would be Raleek Brown replacing Chestnut. And then when Tajay's next year is up, then you be moving Raleek Brown with Breece Hall and Khalil Mullins. That would be a solid backfield. Really like his tape. Taft, safety out of Texas, will be behind Hook. I think that'll be the key to let Xavier Woods try to deal him if you could. He's got a year left. If not, it's not a lot to eat that you would have a bigger, younger safety with Kendall Brooks, Jared Reed probably being your practice, and Mike Brown being your practice squad guys, your rotational safeties. And then you have a first round, 2 first round picks in the future, plus your own. You're talking about having 3 first round picks in 27 with this, and then having a lot of cap space to maybe pick up some free agents and supplemental positions. If they come available, the Titans cannot be out here reaching for big name free agents because they've done that in the past. Titans have done that where they've thrown $120 million at Cheeto and Snead and it didn't work. They've thrown big money at Cushenberry, Dan Moore, and Zietler in free agency and it didn't work. Titans got to get young guys. They got to get young guys coming into their second contract or 1-year deal, supplemental guys, and just really rebuild and have a 2-year window through the draft of this offseason, free agent signing period plus the draft, a coaching hire, and then in 27 coming in with those 3 first round picks plus what you get back from Will Levis, potentially like Xavier Woods or Dan Moore or any of those, Cushionberry, if you was able to move any of those guys and get, even if it's a 6th or 7th round pick that you can use to move around in the draft. If you had this draft and that next draft with those extra draft picks and free agent period going into year 3 in a new stadium with Cam, if you could not win with that, it may be time to just scratch everything and sell the team. Like, because you couldn't ask for much more than that. Because you wouldn't have any big time contracts that had you tied in the positions that you couldn't move around. Young guys that have bought into the culture, a solid 53 man roster. You can't put one free agent or one drafted player that can fix a bad culture, turnover in the front office, head general manager and head coach and coaching staffs all the way around, and on a 53 man roster. That's half of the 53 man roster now is practice squad and waiver wire guys. So we talking about a team that traded or lost half of their original starters when you go across the board. When you talk about Calvin Ridley, you know, one of my friends said, hey, why don't y'all trade Calvin Ridley? He's going to be a 30-year-old receiver coming off multiple injuries that is going to be getting paid $28 million next year. So that's not something easy to trade or easy to move around. So when you think about Tyler Lockett walking off, Calvin Ridley not being there, when you think about the misplace with Dan Moore, Lloyd Cushenberry being hurt as much as he's played, the Kevin Zeitler experiment not working out, you just go down through the roster, and then when you get on defense and say L'Jarius Sneed, nobody could have guessed he would have got indicted for an alleged drive-by shooting. Cheeto getting cut, Jarvis being traded to the Jets over personality situations. And then you watch Roger McCurry, which we all felt like they may move on from Roger being traded to the Rams. And he's now on IR for the Rams. And, you know, Draymond Jones being traded to the Ravens. It's a lot of turnover, a lot of move. Femi being on IR. You just look across the board. Quandre Diggs asking to be released. Like, you have a lot of people that was in your rotation when this season started that's no longer part of the football team. And it's not going to be there next year. So Titans got to do a good job with this 2-year rebuild. If they listen to me, Tennessee Titans can compete and contend. By the time they get that new stadium, you know, Cam Ward could be looked at as one of the guys in the AFC and the NFL in totality. But, you know, this is not going to be quick. It's not nothing you could just slap duct tape on and fix. But y'all got any questions about the Richard Sherman situation? Y'all got any questions about Browns, Titans, Alabama, Georgia, or this rebuild that I broke down for y'all? Let me know. The shop is open. And I did a good job of staying focused right there. Hey, listen, you kick guys are pathetic. Going to people's streams, saying, hey, come follow me. Hey, come watch me. My content's great. Like get a Twitter, get a YouTube, get a TikTok. Do content on other platforms. Try to get people to come watch you. I don't think there's a person on earth that could listen to a person say, hey, I'm in this guy's stream, but I'm really better than this guy. Come watch me. I've never seen that work. You know, it's like if you went out to a restaurant and you walked up to every woman that's already on a date and said, hey, date me because I'm a more interesting date than the guy you're on a date with. Like, unless you're in like like some celebrity that you generally does not work. Get you a Twitter, make some shorts, make some get yourself popping, or get real good at a game or something. But yeah, that ain't it, cuz I should be then broke those 3 pieces down into 3 different videos that'll go up on YouTube tomorrow. I want to get back into the zero chill grind. The zero chill grind. I got a lot
Let me
to do
teach you how to
before. Excuse me. I got a lot to do before. Before I get this team right. Coach said what's good, Squire. All right, look, so this what I want to do when I start doing my vertical streams. I kind of like mess with it. It'll look like this. So like I'm a use my vertical streams like this in the future when I do some of those. Like I really want to save them for like daytime. Like sometimes I'll pop out daytime and do a vertical stream like this. I think that'd be pretty dope. This kick stuff, like y'all make me not even want to be on kick today. Like all these bots is really starting to be annoying. Let's see. I need to change my chat to like sub only or something. I don't know. They starting to get on my nerves tonight. It's irritating. I wish I knew how to do that, but yeah, it's kind of annoying. Cause they've been popping up like every minute. What I gotta do? I think it's either some challenges or something I gotta spam. Oh, I gotta do that long snapper stuff. All right, I'm in the Discord though. Y'all got any questions? Pop out. You know, I'm an open book.
The Titans offense set to go on 1st and 10. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. That's to the tight end Helm. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown.
This guy right here is the reason why I don't know if they'll be able to re-sign to him.
80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Yo, Big Jeff, what up? What's good, my boy? They said I told you, but Kyler officially done for the year and will not come off IR because his foot just isn't responding, which is complete BS answer? I think so too. I think that they trying to like retain his value by saying he just hurt. We would know more after the season, but Romeo Kyler had a falling out with either the OC, head coach, or both. And that's why.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
That's why he was soft bench before the Dallas game and later put on IR. I believe it.
Right to the air goes Young. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young.
Charles D, what's good, my boy?
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the
Hey, and if y'all ain't got a chance to, man, check out my YouTube videos. They've been going. They've been getting a lot more traction since I've been more consistent with the YouTube content, the offline content, not the shorts, but the long form content.
Picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
And if you're unfamiliar with my game, any of y'all that are watching, man, feel free to comment. Feel free to join the conversation. I care more about the conversation in the chat than gameplay or anything else like that. That is one of my whys. Zay, what it do? Cause I apologize if I missed some of y'all content. I wasn't ignoring y'all. It's like some people got some bots going tonight, and it's like flooding my multi-stream. Where it's like I ain't saying nothing but they stuff. Playing computer for 10 games is rough. I think it's something that I have to do offline. Like I have to the challenges I don't mind because it's just like one little thing. But 10 games, I probably have to like if we was watching that Cam Ward on Tubi, I'll probably do some. I don't know if I could just sit and play computer games on stream like that. I mean, if the conversation is rolling and it kind of helped me get through it. But I don't know, 10 computer games is a lot. Even like I think the last time they had something like that, I put it on shoe clock and it still was bad. What's good though, KT? Y'all got y'all a coach now, huh? Y'all got y'all a coach now, huh? I'm proud of y'all. It's only the second half, but it's still rough. Yeah. What abilities y'all got on y'all quarterback? As I'm hearing people say human joystick is the best offensive weapon on the game for your players, that they just move at an insane pace.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
A gain of 12 yards.
Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Colts operating from the hurry up, rushing back to the line.
It's 2nd down.
Setting up to pass. He's keeping it. And he drives this forward to the 6. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
The 6-yard line. It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now. Gets this underneath to Taylor. We got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
8-year deal, $10 million a
That is
year,
how you take down a challenge.
$30 million in NIL, and
Some momentum
$17
after that. So let's pick out another
million
challenge and
in the
keep it
coaching
going.
staff hires. Y'all got that human trafficking money, don't y'all? Y'all got that paper. Dante, what up?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Well, I'm finna rat on this nigga in real time. I'm finna rat on this dude in real time, y'all. Let him have one more person. Let him have one more person pop up in my stream. How about that please follow me shit? We finna go to Twitter with his ass.
We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. This is Cup. That's Cup. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans tie and can take the lead here in the second. Cooper Cup, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And that does it for that challenge. You picked up the victory. Keep things going. There's more out there to overcome.
Watch, I'm finna rat on this dude in real time. Chat, watch this. 2 time, what up? Watch this. I'm finna rat on this dude in real time. Boy, look at this lame ass boy that's doing it. It's this dude right here. Like this so irritating. Like people be down bad, just be doing wild shit. Like I don't know what the deal is, but this shit is irritating. This irritating. And his bot's been in my stream all night. Bro, I'm just trying to chill, man. Unc ain't got time for all that. How about a good college football so Kennesaw State goes from 2-10 to 10-3 this year and win the Conference USA Championship? Weird ass boy. They'll make me get off kick for the night with that weird ass shit. 2 time, what up? All right, look, I'm Charleston White. I'm ratting off Bells. MJ suing NASCAR was not in your bingo card for what he suing them for? Score a passing touchdown. Still got the token for Javonte. Got into 97 speed. Why is MJ suing NASCAR? He trying to make them change some of their rules.
Right to the air goes Ward. He's gonna test
It's the American way, just Lou.
That is brought in. And he's gonna be brought down inside the 15. It's a big one for Tennessee. It covers 63 yards.
But I ain't seen no car racing in so long.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's in. Cam Johnson. Touchdown.
Impulse, what up?
Tennessee.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Becker, what y'all gonna do with this off season though? Eddie smoking one. Yeah, I already went through my topics to start the stream kind of quick today, and then it's some botting shit going on Kick that's getting on my nerves right now. It's like some bots that took over Kick tonight. I'm on the end of that shit. Said Netflix is taking over. I mean, all the things that we viewed as big pieces of the pie since COVID. Like, think of all the mergers, the Disney, ESPN, this Netflix thing, the movie theater by my house. Amstar is bought by Santikos. If you go to the movie theater, it's like leather plush seats that electrically move up and down and all this stuff, and spaced out and super nice, but you can't tap to pay in that movie. You can buy your tickets on your phone standing right there in the theater, but you can't buy food, and it's owned by a nonprofit. It's a lot of things getting acquired and merged, and before it's all over, like, I could see like 2 people owning every entity on earth. 4 touchdowns, 200 yards of offense, passing touchdown. Is that COVID killed the smart? Because really everybody that was operating by one hand, washing the other, so to speak, in business. How many big name companies during COVID that we thought was big really was like operating at a loss or had bad debt or bad management? It's a lot of companies that we thought was doing good that just vanished. You know what I'm saying? Some of them changed their models and sustained themselves long term because they used it as a situation to redirect to, it was some brick and mortar locations that went to the web and made money because they changed their business models, but a lot of places just didn't have the flexibility and the fluidity to change. Kyler gets traded before the draft. They trade for a veteran QB if they have the position. Draft one of the top QBs, Mendoza, Moore, or Simpson. What veteran would you want on the Cardinals, and which of those QBs would you want? Now y'all in an unfortunate spot that y'all don't have the multiple first rounds to jump up there like a lot of teams do. We still showing up. Google, Apple, Walmart. Walmart do that same shit. You can't use tap to pay in Walmart, Hobby Lobby. You can tell by who own it and how it's like. To me, it's owned by some old school shit, old money. If they don't take tap to pay and all that, they kind of like fighting the good fight. As you can go to Hobby Lobby right now, and Hobby Lobby don't like, you gotta have your card. Get ready for Netflix to cost $50. Ready to SMD? I would go. Hey, we all need to go back to just reading books, anyways. Like, let them folks have it. Just go back to reading paperbacks. Then we go to the library. All the libraries are gonna be shut down. There ain't gonna be no books in the library by the time we go. It say it was written 1984, great book, or watch The Incredible Same Story. Yeah, I mean, me being in retail all these years, when I used to tell people like, you know, the same people that got this on this right, I like people would think they on the opposite sides of the fence, and I'm like, bro, that same company own both of them. Because I remember the funniest shit ever was I was in Hueytown when the BLM shit was going on, and Jameis Winston is from Hueytown, and it's like a super, it's like a country part of Birmingham inside of West Birmingham. But it's funny because it's right next to Bessemer, where Gucci Mane from. So it's like you go over there, and there was this country Caucasian girl that worked for me, and I ain't gonna say her name, but if you think of country, small town Caucasian girl that got daddy issues, like she's the poster child, right? And I remember one day she said something. She's like, I ain't gonna wear Nike, I'm gonna wear Converse. I was like, they owned by Nike. The look on her face, I was like, bro, like, let me go show you the manifest from the shipping that like the Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter shirts is made by the same company. You know, Converse is owned by Nike. This company is owned by this company. This company is owned and sister company of this company and this company and this company. Then they just be sitting there. So like I was at the Galleria Mall for like 4 or 5 years. Then I running my own business. You know what I'm saying? Working for did sales for 5 years before that, and then doing sales with Hibbett. It's like you deal with every brand from Nike to Jordan to Adidas, like all these different brands, like college licensing and all that. And you just see the manifest, the hardcore sticker of what plant it comes from, who shipped it. 10 times out of 10, it's all the same shit. So it's like but the average person just don't understand that. And you be like, bro, like all this shit owned by the same people. Like that's why when you go to shopping malls in the Southeast and you like, they all got the same stores. So you could be in the smallest city in Arkansas or Mississippi. In that mall, you go to the mall in Atlanta and they got the same stores. It's like, damn, I went to Atlanta thinking I was gonna get some new stores. But they got the same shit in this because they all got that same shit everywhere. Even churches do it. Like you could go all across. Like if it's I'll butcher the word, but I can't say the word. But I've seen some of their plans from some of the people that run their churches when I had contracts with them, and they be like, they all doing the same sermon on the same day, preaching the same message in like 300 different churches. You know what I'm saying? All at the same time. Like you think it's a coincidence that you're on the internet talking about, wow, they talked about that today. Like, man, that shit is way past the curriculum. Yeah, the good guy and the bad guys is the same thing. Like there's no that's a good way to put it, the way you said it. The good guy and the bad guy is the same person. You know how like them old school movies and plays, and like one person would play two characters. He's like, I'm the villain. And then he's like, wait 1 second, I'm the good guy too. You just like, You the same guy, bro. Like, I seen you. Like the door wasn't closed. I seen you changing costumes and you changed your voice, but it's the same guy. It's John from the front. As a matter of fact, you sold me my ticket too. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody, like it's all the same person. It's all the same thing. They just playing both sides of the fence to leverage. Like it's like Vegas. It's like it don't matter if James Madison was supposed to win tonight. It don't matter if Troy was 8-4 and James Madison was 12-1 or whatever. Like it ain't about is James Madison gonna win, is are they gonna cover the spread? You know what I'm saying? It's like we just need even betting lines on both sides and then we good. Wait a minute. It's too many people voting for James Madison. We gotta report that James Madison quarterback got the flu or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's basically what it is. It's just Star Wars Troop, just a movie. If they want to go with a veteran, I say Davis Mills, Will Levis, Tyson Badgett, or Mac Jones. They say that they say that like a gazillion teams call for Mac Jones on the. I'm not Mac Jones, but Davis Mills on the deadline, and the Texans said no. Levis is definitely on the board. Tyson Badgett, potentially could be. He'll be like how Tyler Heineke was a few years ago. Mac Jones would definitely be there, but y'all have to come off a nice little chunk of change for Mac Jones. Because Mac Jones took $5 million from the 49ers to go play with. I feel like Mac Jones took less to play with Shanahan. Because he only got paid $5 million.
So after 21-0 is our score. Back with more.
Jacoby, Geno, Marcus Mariota, Trubisky, Jameis Winston, Malik Willis. All right, who would you want to draft? The best of what you said is probably for the money is Mac Jones. Mac Jones or Will Levis. Because I don't think the Texans will trade Davis Mills. Because depending on how C.J. Stroud finished this season, they definitely might not get rid of Cuz. Deshaun, what's popping? They got your purple Titan strap, 130 on the block. I might have to jump at it at this stage in the game. White helmets are much better than the navy ones. Man, I think they just like kind of rolling out that when they get I've seen some prototypes for the new uniforms.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
For the new stadium, because if you look at the Nike rivalry uniforms too, the Titans, it's some teams not part of that. I think the year that they're part of that in the new stadium drop and the overseas shit, I think the Titans will get some new different uniforms for that. But you know, I like some of the older uniforms too though. Hey, Big Jeff, 8-8-1. 8-8-1, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, you missed it. We had a pretty good conversation. It's gonna go up on YouTube tomorrow. The Richard Sherman, George Pickens shit. I wanted some Cowboy fans to tell me what they thought about it. I thought that was an interesting convo. To start the stream out today. Tyler Sage. See, Kick got this Biden shit going on. It's so annoying, bro. I had to turn my moderation shit on over there. It's so annoying that like every 2 minutes somebody come in your stream and from that young real dude. It's so annoying. Like it make it hard for me to read my multi-stream with that banned chat coming up every few seconds. It's really annoying. If I had to pick a quarterback to draft, I'd say Dante Moore, 6'3", 206, 72.5% completion percentage. Young and has shown to have a good command of offense and a pure natural passer of the ball. I gotta watch more tape on Dante Moore. Once I heard he wasn't coming out, I stopped watching. I stopped being interested. You know what I'm saying? But I had to go back and check him out. By young, I mean 20 years old. Say it sucks to be a Cowboy fan. Tragic. Swab, what you thought about that though? What you thought about the Richard Sherman and George Pickens situation? Say DC 4L for sure. I feel you. Hey, how we get this Mark Ingram though? How we get this Mark Ingram? Geno Atkins. I got 387s in. I might just let them sit. So when they do zero chill the next part, I'm already had some cards for it. Twitch drops. Gotta collect a certain amount of tokens. Oh, it's a Twitch set. Let's see. I don't see Twitch over here though. Yeah, I mean that's what I thought. Suave is like, if there's a stigma about your personality, and this is your chance to show it, and clearly, if we just talking talent, the whole world is like, yeah, he's one of those guys. And CD go down, and you get a chance to be the guy in prime time, and you frustrated because you getting double teamed. Hey, bro, like, CD been getting double teamed since Amari Cooper left. Like, you better suck it up and run some crispy routes and dunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now if I'm Jerry Jones, I just franchise tag him next year. Go and take your $29 million franchise tag. Cowboys got 2 first-round draft picks in the 26th draft. I'm gonna draft a receiver and then something else I need. And that after his franchise tag up, I'll let him walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this is a deep wide receiver draft this year and next year. Go on get you another guy to go opposite of CD. He papered thin trying to clown on Sherman. He was with San Francisco, even though Sherman was all pro in the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's like, bro, in their prime, if they matched up and the Cowboys played the Legion of Boom, you crying about some backups for the Lions running a bracket on you. You finna have Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor behind him. Good luck trying to catch the football, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not in that Niner defense that lost to the Chiefs in that Super Bowl. Man, good luck. you worried about some. That wasn't even Terry Arnold and Brian Branch. Like, they got hurt. Like, them was some backups. Like, bro, you worry about the backups double team. You supposed to dunk on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's your chance to go show why a team should make you a number one and give you 40. Now you just showing you just a crash out. And if the pressure was, if you was on a worser team and you had to be the leader of a wide receiver room and you got double team, you would run lazy routes. Oh no, Booty Moody, the whole play calling is whack. Didn't see CD Lamb the whole first quarter. Tough loss for Detroit, losing Branch to Achilles. Yep. Said CD was killing DJ Reed. That's what I'm saying. Like, see, I ain't never seen CD have a crash out, and he been getting double teamed for the last several years since Amari Cooper was gone. Like, everybody been saying is like, when they had Gallup and all them dudes, like, when is the Cowboys gonna get a number 2 that can take some pressure off of CD? And the boy got over there, and then he just is a crash out. Cause, you know, now with him doing that, like, I don't see the Eagles or the Chiefs or somebody like that, or the Bills, or like a good locker room. Like the Rams is a team that could, like, I don't see a good locker room saying we want to deal with that shit. It's some teams that would in a certain position, but like, man, just go to the draft, cuz. That's what I'm saying, is like, if you gonna be the $40 million a year player, you gotta be the leader, bro. You gotta be the one that's cool with running clear out routes, getting double teamed so the underneath guys can eat, and then not being jealous when they are the ones getting open, making the catches. You have to go over there and celebrate right with them. It can't just be you frustrated because you ain't the one making the catch. Because all season CD could have been acting the way that that George was acting last night. Like, you don't think CD been drawing number ones and been drawing number one in double teams while you eat, and he's celebrating with you when he was hurt, and George Pickens had that little run for a couple of games and CD was celebrating? Like, I don't think that George Pickens is a selfless enough player to be the leader of somebody's wide receiver room. Man, people be down 20 points and then catch a first down and get up and be like, I hate that, bro. Just get up and hand the ball to the referee. Boy, we ain't got time. Just hand the ball to the referee. You down 20 points on, like, you score a touchdown, it's your first touchdown, you a rookie or something, I get celebrating, but man, you down 20, you get a first down, you hop up, dropping the ball, holding the ball out, dropping it in the referee, trying to get the ball and shit. Like, boy, please. Like, Cam Warhead did his celebration on his touchdown run when he got the game back, in with the puncher's chance against the Seahawks. And I was like, if it wasn't your first rushing touchdown in your career, boy, I would have had something to say to you about celebrating, and we got one win. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was his first rushing touchdown, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna let you do it if the game come down to an onside kick. But if we would stay getting blowed out, no, bro, ain't no zombie lane. Cause y'all know they took them ping pong tables and shit out the Titans locker room too. They took all that shit out. Y'all got one win. Y'all don't need to play after the game. Y'all need to hit the film room. I'm not big on celebrating. It's why I like Marvin Harrison. He scored and handed the ball to the ref. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I like a good celebration. But I don't like how now people get first downs and the celebration for a first down is like somebody scored a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Now, if you run over 2 or 3 people and get a first down that iced the game. Y'all remember Mariota when Mariota laid the block and Derrick Henry got the first down in the playoff game that year, you know what I'm saying? If you get up flexing or something like that, like I'm cool with that. But a regular first down, people celebrate for 15 seconds after a regular first down. It's just crazy. Like, celebrate when you get in the end zone, G. Man, I'm so tired of these kickbox tonight, man. They're on another level. I remember when I was younger, I was in a summer league basketball shit, and like summer leagues used to be big back then because like you could only have like 2 people from a certain high school on each team, so like no teams was like stacked with a team from a certain school, so you had to have people from other schools on your team, you know. And I remember like I was showing out one game and my daddy benched my ass. Oh man, I'm gonna call him tomorrow and laugh about that shit. I tell you, man, I came to the bench. I'm like, I looked at him like what I do. He was like, man, you out there hot dogging and shit. That's exactly what he said. He said, you out there hot dogging and shit. Get out here on the bench. You need to sit down for a few minutes. All that showboating and hot dogging. I don't like that. Oh, he made me come sit on the bench for a couple minutes because I was hot dogging and shit. And nigga said, you out there hot dogging and shit. Showboat. It's like, come sit your ass down. It just shows me immaturity, if that's a word. Yeah, I mean, I was like 15, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm 15. I done put up about 20, 30 on these boys. I'm crossing people over, the crowd. He's like, you playing for the crowd. You ain't playing for yourself and for your team. I was like, because people used to come to them summer league games because it's like, that shit was like if it was a thing, it was like it was like the movie Above the Rim, but in real life. Like, it ain't finna be nothing but like, it was like the summer league games would be more lit than some of your school games. Cause it'd be people from all different schools in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, there's girls in there. You know what I'm saying? You finna be doing the most. And it's summer, so it's like, it ain't like your regular school. You running play sets and y'all got an offense and y'all running UCLA cut the whole game or something. You know, it's like, man, you out there freestyling. Man, Swag, like, it could be like it could be like the number 1 receiver running streak, the linebacker, the safety, and the cornerback go with him, and like the backup tight end catch it and run 3 yards and fall down, and then he get up and be beating his chest, dropping the ball, spinning the ball, doing the first down sign, doing all kind of stuff like. He said that shit disgusts me, especially when a team losing and you see somebody doing that crazy. Like, bro, your team down 17, you spinning the ball, and I forgot who it was. It was one team. The dude had scored, and his team was down like 20 or 30 or something. He did like the celebration, how you kick the dough in. He spent the ball. He shot the gun. He did like 6 different celebrations. And then like I can remember is like seeing it go viral. Folks like, damn, he did every celebration on earth when they down 20. I'm talking about he kicked the door, he beat the chest, he spent the ball. He did the shooting the crowd. Like I said, damn, like bro said, I ain't never gonna score again. I'm gonna do every celebration with this one touchdown because I probably ain't gonna never get one again. No, he ain't even have 11 touchdowns. he doing a celebration, and that's his only touchdown of the year. Like, you know, even the defensive backs, when they do the lock somebody in a little strap, like if it's like a third or a fourth down and you got off the field and you made a good play like that and it like sealed the game, or that's like a game changing play and you do that, I get it. But people will do that and it be first down. The very next play, somebody burned them for 30, 40 yards. Like, damn, bro, like you did the strap shit, but what was the strap shit at the next play? Where you see that at, she? Raiders fire Pete Carroll. Where you see that? Where you see that? Come on, she. You know you missed a bad take. We don't trust you. I'm gonna need to see the. I'm gonna need to see the article. Cause you know you be getting tricked by some of them fake pages sometimes. I think the Raiders will have more respect to let Pete Carroll finish the year out. He a Hall of Fame coach. I mean, they fired Chip Kelly. Come on, Sheed. Come on with it, brother. I seen that, KT. I said, oh, he definitely on Prize Picks. He definitely on Prize Picks. He for sure on Prize Picks. The way he ran out of bounds was so suspect. And you see his teammate looking like, bro, what is you doing? Like he was gone for a touchdown, just ran out of bounds. They gonna investigate his ass. He definitely getting investigated. Yeah, it's like if he scored, it would have been a one possession game.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
I was looking at it. I said, "Oh yeah, he definitely finna get investigated." Hey, did they say Shotbybuddha was gonna be out? And they say Eldon Campbell drowned fishing. That's crazy.
Tyler Bass for the extra point. His kick is good. Makes the score our home team 28. Visitors nothing.
Daniel Jones and Trip. Nah, Daniel Jones is goofy. And like when I say he was gone, he was gone. All right, bro, what's wrong with this man? All right, Amar Davis is out. Kush is out. Shot Tuttle is questionable, so he probably will play. Snead out. Amar Davis is out. All right, Kendall Brooks is back. Yeah, so he was out fishing and drowned. Howard, Truman Jones, for the bird, Arden Key.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic first down.
Bro, I'm gonna be upset if the Titans do that same thing again. He had a medical emergency while fishing. Damn. I just seen the little shit popped up on my thing. Yo, this crazy. If they put Kevin Winston Jr. at nickelback again instead of free safety, I'm gonna be mad. Like, play one of these other corners, bro. Like, I want to see Baker Jr. and Elam outside and Marcus Harris in the slot. Oh, it led to his drowning.
Hey, get set. 18.
Do that make sense to you, KT? Because I seen TD had commented back on on Twitter, because I was like, man, I seen TD on there talking about some the Tennessee Titans got a shortage of cornerbacks. They shouldn't even be in that position. I said, no. I said, it don't make sense to move the future of your free safety to play out of position, to confuse him more playing nickelback, when you really should just put him at free safety and put Elam out there and let him feast or famine, bro. If he can play corner for us, so he can't. Get Mike Woods. I mean, get Mike Brown ass out of there and put Kendall Brooks back in. Yeah, I think Amar Davis might have a bad injury from what is. That sucks for him.
It's safe. Go ahead. Wait. Hut.
Complete to CD Lamb. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Yeah, Big Jeff, nothing but spam over there. They get on my nerves. I tried to ban it, and then I took the clip of what they did and put it on Twitter, and tag Kick like, hey, man, yeah, I need to do something about this. Yeah, but this how they gonna look Sunday, though. Corey Levin starting at center. Gunnar Helm is tight end 1. Van, AO, DK, Kinsey, and Prochet with Restrepo being out. Chestnut is active along with Mullen, Spears, and Pollard. I hope they don't try to do this again where they put Winston in the slot. Put Elam and Baker out wide and put Michael Robinson in rotation. And leave Marcus Harris in the nickel. I see Femi out, so Key is here and Jahad Ward is right here. Kendall Brooks is back off a concussion protocol, put Mike Brown out. And then let Woods play in the box on some plays. Like, I don't want to see them move Kevin Winston out the way again. I'm so tired of them moving Kevin Winston and Marcus Harris. Just let them play in the positions y'all put them in, and we'll get something there. I really hope. I tried Tebow. That man had me feeling like I was playing against primetime LSU. Damn. Yeah, I'm tired of the Titans moving people out of position. Let people play their natural position and just go. Cordarius, what up?
Let me teach you
What's
how to
good,
vibe.
Just in here spamming these dumb challenges, and today we was talking about the Richard Sherman, George Pickens, talking about the Titans rebuild, Browns Titans Sunday should do it versus Cam Ward, the 0-star movie with Cam Ward, and Bama Georgia tomorrow too. Conference championships tomorrow. I need to set me some prize picks before I go to sleep. Prize picks. I need to like hit a big window. Baby gotta eat. I wasn't here for the starter train. Let me guess, you Team Sherman. Why you say it like that? Sunday's game against Browns. All right, I'm going to answer both y'all questions. I'm Team Sherman. But it's like I'm not against George Pickens. Like I'm in the Titans media Twitter group or whatever. We be in the DMs arguing all day about different stuff with the Titans, and like I was arguing with them saying that y'all remember I dropped a YouTube video if y'all ain't seen it or y'all ain't checked it out. Where I said I don't think George Pickens or any big name free agents are coming to Nashville, and let me tell you why. So, like my thought process is because bad teams like the Titans, Jets, like don't need to go after big name free agents that they're not gonna be able to deal with the personalities of these guys if they're not winning, or they don't have a winning culture to where they can, navigate like wild personalities. Because George Pickens, I said in that video, would get franchise tagged by the Cowboys. And, if they was able to get what they want out of him, they would just go ahead and, ask Dak to take a pay cut and probably get rid of Diggs and then, extend George Pickens at the end of the franchise tag. And because they got 2 first rounds coming up this year. Now, I just don't see George Pickens going to a situation where the team don't have a really good offense where he's for sure they can get him the football. And just as soon as people start saying, yo, George Pickens is talented, maybe more talented than CD. You playing the Lions in prime time, the season on the line. CD go down. George Pickens had a chance to dunk the whole second half and be the guy, and he just didn't play well. He didn't seem like he was there. And you a Cowboy fan, Jeff, like CD been getting double teamed since Amari Cooper left. Y'all tried Michael Gallup. Y'all done tried a lot of people, Cooks, to try to take pressure off of CD. George Pickens the first person that then really came and really took that heat off of CD. But I would never say George Pickens is better than CD because CD been dealing with the double team. We ain't never heard him really crying about it. He fight through the doubles, and he's the type of person that could be the leader of your wide receiver room, because when George Pickens was eating and CD was hurt, he was his biggest cheerleader. Then you come back in a situation where it ain't about do George Pickens deserve the bread or is he worth the bread. The value gonna say that for a receiver as good as him. T. Higgins and George Pickens, those type of receivers gonna command money. But who's gonna spend $40 million next year and he's gonna be the leader of your wide receiver room? Like, that's what makes CD better than George Pickens, as he gonna deal with the double team. He gonna run the streak that's gonna clear out for the slot receiver Turpin to catch a drag route. It's like you gotta be a unselfish guy to be the leader, because there's gonna be sometime the game plan is for the other team to take you completely out and make somebody else win, and you gotta be cool with that. You're like, George Pickens just don't seem like he got that leader in him that he'll be able to deal with it. So if I'm the Cowboys, I play him this season, let him run up the check. I franchise tag him next year, and I draft somebody in the draft. Y'all got two first round picks. I'd be leveraging to replace him. I would be leveraging to replace him from the gate, because it's like, even if the Cowboys was winning and making the playoffs, how long before he a ticking time bomb? I just don't like the way he went after Sherman, being so mad, crashing out. Like, bro, like, if this was Rex Ryan or Orlovsky or Skip Bayless, anybody gonna say the same thing when they go live? Like, all your heat is for Richard Sherman. And to talk about Sherman, if the Cowboys played the Seahawks in their prime, he complaining about some backups for the Lions bracketing him. Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor is bracketing you. He's not seeing the football, and if he did catch it, they're gonna lock his ass out. But I mean, like, that's how I see it. You may disagree, but that's how I see it. Like, it ain't about is he good. The point is, do you feel comfortable giving him $40 million a year for 3 or 4 years and dealing with this shit that he might crash out at any moment and not act like the leader of a locker room? And this ain't his rookie run. This is his second deal. He's supposed to be matured and in his prime.
It's a gain of 23 yards. Results in a first down.
Hospital balls. I don't feel like them passes to George Pickens last night was a hospital. I feel like Judge Pickens just didn't give the effort. And if you are the wide receiver one, like you can't have with the season on the line, that can't be your effort last night. Because really, like ultimately, like you got to put that loss last night on the defense. If the defense score 40 and offense score 40 and the defense give up 45, like at what point did the defense like shut somebody out and stop the other team? Because Jahmyr Gibbs had his way. But if I'm the Cowboys and y'all don't make the playoffs and y'all franchise tag George Pickens, y'all got 2 first round. I still draft a really good receiver behind George Pickens this draft. Somebody I kind of believe in the future. Get to acting crazy next year, and Cowboys got a really good, solid number 2 receiver they drafted that they feel like can turn into that guy in the future. Shit. They said, oh, I definitely agree. He didn't come back to any of the footballs. I just didn't see the aggression from him like usual. And with CD Lamb out, you supposed to step up and be the guy, the other guy getting paid. Kenny, yo, what up? Yo, educated Southern Po Negro Pinky, what's good, my boy? Yeah, it's like, but the balls was coming to him at some point, pause. That when it did come to him, it's like he wasn't trying to, he really wasn't, the effort just wasn't there. You can't be low effort. And I think that's why a lot of people on JC Latham right now, because he actually, his tape don't look bad. It's just like the stuff that he do wrong right now. It's like effort. Like, bro, you gave up on the play. Like you won your initial rep and then you just put your hands on your hip and just sat there and watched. Like you too good for that. Oh, line send me. Playoffs on my numbers guy. But that shit is gonna require work and some luck to make it. Oh, y'all done. Y'all cook. All right, let me catch my boy's question. He said, what you think about Sunday's game versus the Browns? I think Cam Ward said it best. This about me versus the Browns defense and Shador versus our defense. This ain't me versus Shador. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be in Cleveland. Y'all know how them snow Cleveland games look. The Browns are a better running football team. The Browns have a better defense. Titans gotta stop the run and run the ball. I think Big Jeff said it best. Like, regardless of whatever, who at quarterback or whatever the y'all media say, we gotta stop that run game in up front before anything. So Tennessee Titans gotta stop the run and run the football. It's gonna be cold weather. The conditions ain't gonna be there. And I tell you what, some of the reporters disappoint me because the amount of reporters that don't know Cam Ward spent 2 years at Washington State and ain't nothing but snow there. It's just funny because it's like, bro, y'all supposed to be covering the team and knowing, like asking how is Cam gonna deal with the cold weather. Like he spent 2 years in school where like half your games is 5 or 10 degrees. Man, Jeff, give it up. Hang it up, Jeff. Hang it up, Jeff. But yeah, that's my thoughts about the Browns game is the Browns already don't throw the ball a lot, and it's gonna be cold. You know, I don't expect them to come out slinging it around. And the Titans started off last week running the ball well, and then abandoned it. I expect it to be. I expect it to be a game in the trenches until you see the eliminated next to the Cowboys. Oh, it's headed your way, brother. It's headed your way. Don't believe me, just watch. 90, 91, 92. 90, 91, 92, 93. Let's see. When do I get a free 90 token? I try not to buy the tokens that I'm going to get free. All right. The 90 upgrade token for him, I'm going to get at level 20. All right. So at level 20, I'll be able to upgrade 2 people. All right. And then where's the 91? At 25. Level 25. Still kind of tight that dang. All the way out here is people that got to max this out for free. He said wear Apex, don't buy Apex no more. 971, 88 Read it and weep. Read it and weep, brother. Because to be honest with you, Suave, is like I haven't really enjoyed a lot of gaming lately. Zero Chill got me back spending some time with Madden, but it's more the team building and football conversation, really. Not so much as loving the game or whatever right now. If that makes sense. Eight and 1. 8 and 1. Damn, I should have been doing rushing yards. Why they put rushing yards instead of passing though? It's crazy. All right, I still get 32K. All right, so I should get to level 17, which ain't nothing. You don't get nothing right there. Really don't get nothing for a while. All the way to level 20. What games you been playing, Swall? Like, to me, shop talking, team building has been fun. Like the actual grind, like what are we really getting from the grind right now of Madden? They ain't really giving out nothing for real. TBH. Rushing yards, tackles, 4 more touchdowns. I think level 18 of this you get level 18 you get Taylor Mays. All right, so this challenge I need to do whatchamacallit. I need to do rushing yards. I need to do rushing yards. And I need to do it on the event too. Okay. If y'all finish 8-8-1, you gonna send a dono? All right, for sure. Say less. And the crazy part is, like, I was high up on the Cowboys this year. I was like, this y'all best off season I seen y'all have. I feel like y'all finna make a run. Y'all got a favorable schedule. I was like, the Commanders can't be better than it was last year, and the Giants is gonna be better, but not all that great. And then all that came true, and lo and behold, kicks wheel, what it do? Man, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for Stranger Things. I'm ready for Stranger Things next episode. I'm gonna turn on the shoe clock and just run the ball. Cause I need rushing yards and to max this shit out. Because I need that Taylor Mays. I'm still on us. I believe Eagles gonna slip up. They not hungry. I still take the Eagles. Did you see the behind the scenes when Jalen Hurts was missing them passes versus the Bears? I thought that was dope. I feel like they need to show stuff like that more. It's like on some of it is like what a miscommunication between the wide receiver and the quarterback really look like. And then like Jalen Hurts like take mad accountability for all his mistakes. I don't think it's not the non-trust. I just think you gotta realize like Kellen Moore was calling the offense. Kellen Moore is the head coach of the Saints now. That happens a lot of times. Like, think about Bama from Tommy Rees to Steve Sarkisian to Lane Kiffin to having what's the Texans' old coach? Bill O'Brien. Like, it's a lot of things that go into it. And I just think like the play calling and the rhythm just ain't there. But you just seen the Eagles do this a lot. They might by the end of the season figure it out. Nobody still want to play the Eagles in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And it's cold. Just think last year, like snow game, you got to stop the damn tush push. It's 10 degrees outside, and you got to stop Saquon for 4 quarters. Like, that's what the Eagles is built for. Like, just think the Chiefs got to win out to get in. The Ravens got to win out. There's some teams that got to win out to get in. But let's say the Chiefs or the Ravens barely make the playoffs. Ain't nobody still trying to play them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could make it in by the thinnest of margins. Still nobody won't play Ravens or Chiefs in wild card. Your wild card this year, congratulations. You play the Ravens or the Chiefs. But it's like the thing about the Eagles that people have to remember, like they built for the cold weather end game. A lot of teams ain't built for that cold weather end game, like because picture January and the Lions gotta go play the Eagles outside. That be the problem. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of teams that's jumbo right there at the end. That's like the Texans is making a push. The Colts is falling backwards because Daniel Jones got a broke leg. The Jaguars got a chance to take over the South. You know what I'm saying? Like the Patriots gonna win the East, but the Bills still gonna be there. Like the Steelers could be right there. The Bengals is clawing and scratching. The Ravens could be right there. Chargers could be right there. Broncos is gonna be a little bit, unless they like fall off a cliff against the Chiefs at the end. Like the Niners would be one of them teams that's right there, barely getting in, but they in. Seahawks. Like, is it gonna be the Buccaneers or the Panthers? Then you got the Eagles, you got the Packers, the Lions, the Bears, like they all gonna be right there. Miami, I don't trust Miami. I don't believe Miami is fool's gold. Miami is fool's gold. They got an interception to save the game against the Saints. I'm not buying the Dolphins. If Minka Fitzpatrick don't make that play, Dolphins might lose. Yeah, finally the Dolphins like running the offense through HN and Ollie Gordon, who is the running back that I wanted us to go after in the draft. But Darren Waller been in and out. Tyreek Hill ain't coming back. I just don't. The Dolphins ain't gonna get it done when it come down to it. Algernon Algerius Crumpler, 6'2", 275, a tight end, but Algie Crumpler is slow on here. He only gonna be 91 speed. He's still gonna be slower than Chig and Gunnar Helm. So I would love to get Algie Crumpler, but 6'2", 275. I'll pass. Algernon Algerius Crumpler. I ain't gonna lie. Legends this year have been buns. Legends have been buns. Boy. Man. All right, look. That's a good two-piece. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, tap in on Kick and Twitch. Even though they're botting up right now, we're going to turn the music on, chill, watch a little bit of behind-the-scenes type things. Like last night, we watched the Cam Ward movie. So, Shotbybuddha FB on Twitch, Shotbybuddha on Kick, picture no ads on Kick. Can use up to 50 emotes. Make sure y'all follow me. The shop talk from today will go up on YouTube in the morning. Bama will play Georgia at 3 o'clock. Definitely have some content after that. So 30-second reset. We back live on Kick and Twitch in 30 seconds. God first in the chat.